What's up, everybody? It's Benji. Welcome back to another week on the farm. I guess welcome back after a long time. I apologize that I neglected you guys, but I don't know. We're gonna try this YouTube thing out again, I guess. I really appreciate everybody's support and saying that they missed it. I apologize if you can't hear me very well, but we're unloading soybeans today. So it's October 13th. Soybean harvest is in full swing around here. We got like probably 80% of our beans off. We're gonna get rained out before we get done, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna try and take the camera along and show you guys around the farm. There's probably some new things that you haven't seen yet, and I'm just gonna try and be more consistent with my posting. Fingers crossed. You hold me accountable now. But yeah, we installed this since I saw you guys last, and then we can send beans straight into this bin. This is our main bean bin. This one behind me has got non-GMO beans in it, so those are new to the farm, new to us. Last year, actually. Plug your ears. Those are loud. Spreader's off. Try and alternate that. But non-GMO beans, new to us. We're trying them out. I don't know. See if we can grow some more weeds, I guess. I don't know. They were happy with our first one, so we'll see how they like these ones, I guess. Alrighty, well, we're back out at the field. Cart's full. I guess I was supposed to run the cart and just kind of help Dad finish here, but I think he'll finish on his own and we won't have time to move tonight anyway, so rather than burying ourselves in beans tomorrow morning to unload, just gonna unload the cart now and keep trucking. Yeah, plans changed. Ended up staying in the cart. Hopefully we can finish the field tonight before it gets tough, but time will tell. This is actually horrible. I can't see anything. Like I'm not complaining, but this is really bad. Time to close the tarp. That was hard work. Alrighty. That's all she wrote for Monday. We got done with that field. Stay tuned and we'll see what happens the rest of the week. Well, it's the next day, next morning. We got a little bit of rain. It's not even enough to like make it wet on your boots, but it's wet enough that we can't harvest today, unfortunately. We thought we were gonna get today, but that's how the cookie crumbles, I guess. So I'm gonna get to spend the rest of the morning in the shop here. This morning we got all the trucks back home and didn't get anything unloaded, so we're gonna unload stuff maybe if we have time today. We got a broken piece here. Goes something like that. Oops, you can't see that. It's for a hose for an air reel on our second combine, so gonna get that welded up quick. Then I got a sensor that went out on our main combine on our Gehringhoff head, so we gotta get that sensor out, take that in, and replace it. Alrighty. I did that one, not that one, and that one. Tell me how bad I did down in the comments below. Alrighty, next project. Geringhoff TrueFlex Razor 40 foot. The center section that drives these sickles, there's some sort of speed sensor somewhere down in there that I don't know, it's reading weird, so we're going to replace it. So I don't really know what I'm doing, so don't use this as an instructional video because it's probably not going to be very good. This is really unhandy. Ooh, which way do you go? Do you not go anyway? Okay. Apparently you don't go anyway.
Got stuck in there.
Ouch.
Yeah, see? Oh no, that's a clean area in there.
Remember when I said earlier that I didn't know what I was doing down here? Yeah, so we've tore a shield off that goes over this, and this is the actual sensor, I believe, because there'd be a shaft going into the gearbox here that would read what the sickle's doing right here. And then we found some more mud over there. This was just packed full of mud. It was horrendous. So we spent the last 30 minutes, Dad and I, peeling most of the mud out of there. Now we got this sensor from here, and that goes over to here, and then it plugs in here, thankfully. Otherwise, there's a silver cable here that goes all the way across and over to here. And I don't know where else it goes, but we're learning. I'm not even going to admit how long it took for us to get this sensor out. It's embarrassing, but we got a lot of this crap cleaned up down in here. Well, it's been a while, but we went into town, got the new sensor. You can hardly see it. Guess what? It was like $250. Unbelievable. And he says, I talked to the mechanic, and he's like, yeah, those sensors are kind of junk. They go out all the time. And I'm like, well, 250 bucks a crack. I hope ours don't go out in another year. So anyways, I covered up the hole. It's under here, so I didn't get a bunch of dust in it. And we're going to put this in there. New sensor's in. We got her all together here. Got this cover on. Got that cover on. The front side's on. Hopefully it all works. I don't know. That was kind of a pain. There was a lot of stuff under there. A lot of trash over there, but hopefully it's worth it. I don't know. I don't even know why it's got that sensor, but it's got a new one now. Morning. It's Wednesday morning. This morning we got another project here. I own one of these spray drone things, and there's a lot of junk in this trailer, and we use this trailer for running around, mapping boundaries, that kind of stuff. So we got to get all this stuff out of this trailer. Phone's ringing. It's been a long time since the last video, but got everything there. Got everything rinsed out and winterized in there. Cleaned up my batteries and drone. Basically, it's just been a long time running around, gathering everything, picking stuff up. We ate lunch. We had a seed dealer over here. So this is one of those like few hour long projects that is taken. I don't even know if I can finish before I got to leave today. So one of them things, but we're going to get everything out of the trailer here and make it look like a trailer again instead of a mess like it is now.
Sure, okay.
Well, it's Tuesday morning now, the 16th of October. I want to start by unloading some trucks here, get the beans off that are on the trucks. I got a combine that's out in the field I got to go service. I got one in the shed that I got to service. see what happens. Also, thanks for noticing, I did get a haircut last night. Oh, you're dirty. There, you're better. Before we can use this auger, I need to grease it. There's several grease fittings down in there. Grease fittings, grease zerks, grease nipples. You know what I mean. This one right here on this knuckle is actually, it's seen so many beans that it's wore down enough that it won't take any grease. It just, like, the coupling won't lock on there. So I gotta start by changing that, and then we can start unloading. Oh, would you look at that? It's coming out. I got it. Oh no, I dropped it. Where did it go? Alright, let me find that. I'll be right back. Ouch, I hit my head. This is not fun. There it is, I found it. Do those look the same to you? We're gonna find out. It went in! Alright, now I need to find the right wrench. Spreader, on. Conveyor. That one's on. Gotta go turn that one on. North, west. We gotta go north. That one's kind of noisy, I don't know why. It's a different kind of conveyor. They just kind of rattle a little bit. Don't ask me why. Everyone plug your ears. Stand clear of that thing now. Auger's engaged. Everybody's favorite part, you ready? Oh, too much. That's right. Alrighty. Mix the sample up a little bit. You dump, oh, there goes my fly swatter. See you later. You dump enough in there, there's like a photo eye right here. The light turns green. We want to make sure we're going to do soybeans. Press the green button. Everyone's favorite part. $12.2, 55.5. Perfect. Test weight's a little low. Test weight on soybeans is 60. So when you deliver a truckload, they take whatever weight you got. So you got 60,000 pounds in there, divided by 60. They don't use this 55.5. You can get docked if it was like really low, but I don't know what they dock you at. But that's bushels. So 60 pounds in a bushel. If you had 60,000 pounds in a truck, that'd be 1,000 bushel. That'd be a really full truckload for beans. But we take it, we write it down here, and move on to the next truck. Going up. I like to pound on the bin here. See how close we are to the top. This is a 10 ring bin. Top ring, so that's 9, 8, 7, like 7.5, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 7.5. We're really hoping that we run out of room this year. That'd be a good problem to have. Got Old Red unloaded. We're gonna drop this trailer here, hook up to the chemical tender trailer over there, and get ready to do some fall burn down. There's one. Gotta unhook those air lines, electrical lines. Airbags are dumped. And then we're gonna do the exact opposite on that trailer. Opposite order. That's what I mean. Anyone wanna come run this crank? Come on. Arms are too short for this. There we go. There we go. It started raining. Yuck. Truck number 2 going down, getting unloaded, getting lighter. Beans going from there, up to there, over to there, into the bin. You know what I mean. You know the thing. You know the drill. You know what I mean. Okay, here we go. You guys could have helped open up that door. Well, we got the right valves on and off. There's 2 of these green tanks in here. We're gonna fill the front one now, so we get both of them full. This valve goes on. That goes on. Now don't let me forget that now. Give me like 2-3 hours and I'll come check on it, but remind me. Next thing I'm gonna do while I wait for that truck to unload, I'm gonna spray paint this part that I welded the other day so it looks like we got a brand new part on a 15-year-old head. Look at that. Good as new. Truck number 3 on the day going up. Would you look at that? It's raining again. Putting fuel on the old 686. Then she's ready to go. Got that truck unloaded. Whenever it stops raining, we'll be ready. Best time of the day is almost here. Well, lunch was good. Had a good phone call. And you guys almost made me forget about this. Whoa! Gotta shut the water off. So it's too wet to be climbing on the bins. We got about 1/10 of an inch of rain. So that should delay bean harvest a little while longer. It's too wet to climb on top of the bins, so I'm gonna go out to the combine that's out in the field, kind of blow the head off. There's stuff that gets stuck under the head. Grease it, fuel it. I would wash the windows, but that seems kind of stupid after it's rained like 1/2 inch the other day and then another 1/10 today. So I probably will skip that. Oh yeah, I gotta fix that thing that I painted. Side quest number 1. I didn't make it to the combine. I was driving past this field and I couldn't resist. So we got corn here. Before we move this irrigator, there's a sand trap at the end. You got to take the sand trap off every year and sometimes multiple times a year. Drop the sand out of it, and it's just to keep the sand from running through the end gun there. So just a little winter maintenance that I'm getting out of the way before we move this thing where it's super far away from the road. Alrighty, so end gun's out there. Sand trap's right here. All I gotta do is flip this off, drop the sand out of there. Hopefully not drop this canister. We'll see. Hang on. And not knock you guys off. Alrighty. Just like that. That's done. All the sand is down there. A little bit on my boot. Try and not step in that on the way out. Alrighty, getting fuel on here. Gonna check the oil. Looks good. This is a PTO gearbox. Okay, it looks good. Look at that. Even the hydraulic oil looks good. We did have a brake chamber that was leaking on this combine. When the service brake goes off, it applies pressure, kind of like a semi does. And for whatever reason, it was bleeding hydraulic oil into the transmission, causing the transmission to overflow, had the transmission all apart, and put a porta power on all the valves for the service brake, brake pedals, checked the hydro. Nothing was leaking into the combine, so we put it all back together and it's made it the whole season without leaking. So I don't know what kind of miracle we performed by taking it apart and putting it back together, but the important thing is that it works now. Anybody want to get the 4 grease zerks down in this hole? It's actually kind of nice because usually the wind is blowing dust in your eye. You can't see anything. So I shouldn't complain, this actually isn't bad today. Check the rotor gearbox here. Gear lube looks good in that. The most important one, the shakers. Get the tie rod. This side's pretty easy. Final drives. Rock trap. Chain's getting a little bit loose, but it'll make it a couple more days. I don't grease the rotor bearing more than once a season because it's sealed and I don't want to blow the seal out. We had trouble with this shaft walking across, but now we no longer do because we replaced the bearings and the shaft. The shaft was starting to get wore down. So I keep an eye on that. Looks good. Come here, guys. Ooh, fun fact about this combine. We bought this combine on auction out of Kansas, and it didn't have a rock trap down there. Apparently they don't have rocks. News to me. So we had to find a whole entire feeder house. So this is not the feeder house that came with this combine. We found this on a junkyard in Aberdeen, South Dakota with a rock trap. It come off, the cab had burned on another 6140 or something like that. So found it with a rock trap. It was a little burnt, so I sandblasted and repainted the entire feeder house. Made a new cover for that. It was kind of a little project. I mean, we had the whole feeder house off the combine. It was kind of cool. Hopefully on this side you can see what I was trying to describe earlier, but there's a breather tube right there out of the transmission. Those steel line right there and right there, one's the brake pedal and one's just the brake, like the parking brake. So we put a porta power on each one of those, and the other side. None of them ever leaked. Oh, excuse my ankle. None of them ever leaked. So we put it all back together and it doesn't leak now. So as long as it stays that way, we'll be good. Morning, everyone. It's Saturday morning. Camera died 2 days ago servicing the combine. Didn't really get to do much yesterday. We changed out a motor on the wet bin unload and did some office work, but today I've got a little fall burn down spraying to get done while it's not blowing wind, so got to fuel up the sprayer. While we made it to the field, I didn't film any of the loading for the first time because there's too much math, too much going on the first time. It's too confusing. But I'm going to show you my favorite button on the sprayer. So we're here at the field. This button right here, press this one, it goes out. Look at that. Wait for it. It totally unfolds itself. Yeah, all I'm doing is pressing that one button. It unfolds itself. The best part about it is it folds itself back up too. Back into the cradles, never misses. I've heard people don't like that, but I really like mine, 120-foot boom. Somebody must have set it up right because it works awesome. I guess the planter guy was plenty far out there, gee whiz. Oh, tree down, going up and over. All right, back down again. Oh, I'm off. Oh my gosh, too many things to watch. We're doing it. This may sound weird to you guys, but I usually never spray with auto steer, usually because I gotta follow the rows. But got the pivot split, and I'm gonna show you guys something cool here too. So on our boundary, we got the waterways drawn in. So as we cross this waterway, I'll slow down a little bit. It actually shuts each individual nozzle off and turns it back on. And all I'm doing is sitting here, just driving. I slow down forward a little bit, so that way it gives it time to react. But other than that, this is kind of nice actually. All I got to do is turn on the ends. Maybe this is what it feels like to farm in Illinois. This is the best part. You hold this button, sit here and watch it fold itself up. There's my tender truck. I ain't been waiting too long. Last batch on the day we got, we'll have 480 done before the day's done. Really hasn't been anything too interesting to show you guys, so I've kind of just kept the camera off and kept it rolling here. So, fortunate for me, unfortunate for content for you guys, but it's been a smooth day so far. Well, we're done for the evening. 6 o'clock, did pretty good to get 480 acres done today. I'm actually most impressed by the fact that we did exactly 4 batches, just full batches, loaded them up, and look at that, 0 gallons left in the tank. I was sweating it because I was on 0 gallons for a little bit, but we got her done and got done at this field and kind of not really caught up, but we got a lot done, I guess, that we wanted to get done with this thing. So hopefully we'll harvest tomorrow. Stay tuned until next week's video, but thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you made it to this point, if you didn't, shame on you because you missed a good video. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm going to try and put these out more regularly, so subscribe.